Once upon a time, in a cozy little town blanketed by snow, there lived a young boy named Ethan. Now, Ethan was like any other 7-year-old, filled with wonder and excitement about Christmas. He loved the twinkling lights, the sweet smell of cookies baking in the oven, and the joy that filled the air. But this year was different. This year, Ethan had something very special on his mind, something far more important than toys or games. You see, Ethan's father was a soldier, deployed overseas, and he had been away for what felt like an eternity. As Christmas approached, Ethan felt a mix of joy and sadness. He wanted to celebrate like everyone else, but his heart ached for his dad. One chilly evening, as the snowflakes danced outside his window, Ethan decided it was time to write a letter to Santa Claus. But this wasn't going to be just any letter. No, this was going to be his last letter to Santa, and it would carry a wish so big, so heartfelt, that it could only be sent to the North Pole. He grabbed his favorite red crayon and a piece of paper, his little fingers trembling with anticipation. "Dear Santa," he began, "this year I don't want toys or games. I don't want a new bike or even the latest video game. All I want for Christmas is my dad to come home." He paused for a moment, his heart pounding as he thought about the words he was writing. "I miss him so much. I want to hug him again, to hear him laugh, and to see his smile. Please, Santa, if you can make this happen, I promise to be the best boy ever." Ethan folded the letter carefully, imagining it traveling through the night sky, past the stars, and landing softly at Santa's workshop. He could almost see Santa reading his letter, nodding with understanding, and then getting to work on his special wish. With a hopeful heart, he placed the letter in an envelope, addressed it to Santa Claus, and slipped it into the mailbox outside, feeling a tingle of excitement and hope. Days passed, and Christmas Eve arrived. The town was aglow with decorations, families gathered, and laughter filled the air. But for Ethan, the day felt incomplete. As he sat by the window, watching the snow fall softly, he couldn't help but feel a sense of longing. He wished he could hear his dad's voice, see him walk through the door and shout, "Merry Christmas, buddy!" But as the hours ticked by, that dream felt more distant, almost like a fairy tale. As night fell, Ethan's mother tucked him into bed, kissing him goodnight. "Sweet dreams, my love," she whispered. But Ethan couldn't sleep. He lay there, staring at the ceiling, wishing with all his heart that Santa could hear him. Just as he was about to drift off, he heard a soft noise outside. It was the sound of crunching snow, and his heart raced with curiosity. Could it be Santa? Could it be his dad? With a surge of excitement, Ethan leaped out of bed and tiptoed down the hallway. He peeked through the window, and what he saw made his heart skip a beat. There, standing in the moonlight, was a figure in a military uniform. Ethan's eyes widened, and he could hardly believe what he was seeing. It was his father! He was home! Ethan burst through the door, his heart pounding with joy. "Dad!" he cried, throwing himself into his father's arms. The world around them melted away as they embraced, tears of happiness streaming down Ethan's cheeks. "You're home! You're really home!" he exclaimed, feeling a warmth that he had missed for so long. His father knelt down, holding Ethan tightly. "I promised I'd be back for Christmas, didn't I?" he said, his voice filled with love. "I wouldn't miss it for the world." They stood there, wrapped in each other's arms, feeling the magic of the moment. It was a miracle that neither of them would ever forget. As they walked back inside, Ethan's father shared stories of his time away, of the friends he made and the adventures he had. But all Ethan could think about was how lucky he was to have his dad back home, safe and sound. They decorated the tree together, hung stockings, and baked cookies for Santa, their laughter echoing through the house. Later that night, as they snuggled on the couch, watching holiday movies, Ethan realized that his letter had reached Santa after all. It wasn't just about the toys or the gifts. It was about family, love, and the magic of believing. He smiled, knowing that miracles do happen, especially when you hold on to hope. As the clock struck midnight, Ethan whispered a silent thank you to Santa, to his dad, and to the universe for bringing them together again. This Christmas would be one they would cherish forever, a reminder that love knows no distance, and that sometimes the greatest gifts come in the form of a warm hug and a heart full of love. And so, dear friends, as we wrap up this heartwarming tale of Ethan and his wish to Santa, remember that the spirit of Christmas is not just about receiving gifts, but about the love we share and the miracles that happen when we believe. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the magic of hope and family love together.